Okay, I think we're live. Hey, we're live. Very good. Hey, guys. Oh, it's been a while. All right, so we're in Rockefeller Center. Today we're going to be doing a live class about, we're going to be doing an English Q&A. So if you have questions, I'll be answering English questions for those of you who are English learners. If you're watching this and you're not an English learner, get out of here. And we're going to be, because we're in Rockefeller Center, kind of looking around at the Christmas stuff in New York City. First time, we're going to check out the tree, and then, hey Lolly Lolly, and then, it's been a while, right? We are going to go to Times Square. I'm going to walk there. It takes about 10 minutes to walk there, and we're going to check out the stuff for the new year. The ball that they drop, we're going to go see it. Times Square. Oh yes. Okay. So just wait a few minutes to see what's going on here. I'm not sure where the tree is, so we're gonna have to go check out where the tree is in a few minutes. Hello from Oman. Hello, Sleepwalker. Hey Luke, how was your vacation? It was okay. You know, I'm not crazy about vacations. I like working, but it was fine. It was tolerable. All right, so we are. Let's see. The best way to explain where we are is to show you. So it's called Radio City. This is all called Rockefeller Center. Okay. This is Radio City. There are a lot of shows here. This is the building of Rockefeller Center, and this is where they film. I don't know if you can see that. This is where they do The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Okay? This is where they film The Tonight Show. So Jimmy Fallon is probably not there today because it's Sunday, right? But that's where they film, in this building, and all of the other NBC shows that they do, like let's see, Saturday Night Live, and a bunch of other shows. They do that there. And then if you look over there behind me, that is the Fox building. So a lot of the TV shows on Fox News and that kind of thing, they do that in that building, those buildings over there. And we'll go over there in a minute. But first, we're at this big fountain, and there are a bunch of people taking pictures because they have their Christmas decorations out. Rockefeller Center is kind of famous during Christmas for the Christmas decorations. And so that's what they're doing now. And you can see these are gigantic Christmas ornaments that you would put on a Christmas tree. Now, these are what you'll see actually on a tree. Obviously, these are a lot bigger. But people will buy these to hang on their Christmas tree to decorate. And they're called ornaments, and they're giant, as you can see. Huge Christmas ornaments at Rockefeller Center. Yeah, so anyway, if you guys do have, as we go, if you have any questions, especially about Christmas, about English learning, hello Foxy Brown from Guadalupe, about grammar, pronunciation. I'm an English teacher, so if you have any questions, then I will answer them. I'll try my best. Lolly Lolly is here to provide the text. That's awesome. That's fantastic. All right, we're gonna get to a place we can kind of get out of the crowds and see that. So there are two things I want to see. We've seen the balls here, and we also need to see the tree. The Rockefeller Center tree, which I don't actually know exactly where it is, but we'll look around and maybe ask some people and see if we can find it. Here are a bunch of fake luxury bags, knockoff bags. You can see fake Coach, fake Dolce & Gabbana. Very cheap. Very cheap. See? Here. I'll show you. Supreme. Good stuff. You can often find that stuff in you can often find it in Chinatown, but they also have it here, I guess. It's spreading. The knockoffs are spreading. Knockoffs, K-N-O-C-K-O-F-F-S, are fake things for sale. Fake products like fake bags, fake watches that are supposed to look like the real thing, like, for example, Rolex watches or Dolce & Gabbana or something like that, but they're not real. Oh, here's some watches. Classic. So you can see the guy's got the suitcase out, the bag's open, and the watch is out. Here we go. Good ones here. Classic. Wow, a lot of stuff a lot of fake stuff for sale here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, nice. Wow, beautiful. And here are some Christmas lights. So these are the other things that people put on the Christmas tree. When people decorate the tree, they put these lights on the tree as well. These colorful lights, except these are obviously huge. They're gigantic. They're enormous. They're colossal. Wow. Everybody's taking selfies in front of them. I'm always struggling with the world direction. Can you give me the right pronunciation? The pronunciation is direction. It's not it looks like direction, right? It's not direction, it's direction. That's right. It's actually the correct way to say it. But I can understand how that could be confusing. That's called a schwa sound. The schwa, S-C-H-W-A, is when S-H-W-A is when you have a syllable that's not really stressed, and it sounds like ugh, instead of what it looks like, which is I, right? Instead of being die, it's der, because it's a schwa sound. I actually have a video about the schwa sound. You can check it out on my channel. By the way, guys, I did also post a video yesterday on my channel. I hope you can check it out. It's about how to invite people to do stuff. So check that out as well. All right, this is not the Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree. I don't think it's the Christmas tree, though, because the Christmas tree should be a lot bigger than that. The famous one. That's pretty, I mean, it's big, but it's not that big. I don't think that's the tree. That's just a tree. This is where Fox News is, by the way. So, schwa sound. This is the building where a lot of Fox shows are. Luke, what is Elf on the Shelf? Well, Elf on the Shelf is a story, I believe, a children's story originally, and it's about a little elf who are basically Santa. Santa is the guy in the white suit who has a big beard and he's fat and the red hat, and he has helpers, and his helpers are small people. They have pointy ears, and they're called elves. And I believe there's a children's story called Elf on the Shelf that's about an elf on a shelf. But I haven't read it, actually. That's one of the classic Christmas stories I never really read. Okay, I'm trying to move past these. Yeah, so this is the Fox News Corporation. You can see News Corporation there. That's where Fox News is. This whole building. There's a small Christmas tree. You can see the decorations on the tree. They've got the lights. They've got the ornaments, the balls. They've got a star on top. Traditionally, a Christmas tree will have also a star on top. Let me flip it around, actually. So in front of the Fox News building is this Christmas tree. These are called nutcrackers. There's a play, and I think a story about that. So you can see the star there, ornaments. Yeah. Cool. All right, I think I might have missed a question from Lolly Lolly. Luke, to struggle to do, to strive to do, and to endeavor to do. What's the difference? Struggle, strive, and endeavor. Ooh, okay, I can answer that. Let me cross the street here. Struggle, strive, endeavor. Oh, we've got Santa Claus over here. And oh, let's check this out. Hold on. What the heck, Santa and Minnie Mouse doing here? Why are they here? I want to know. Santa and Minnie Mouse are here walking around in New York. Wonderful. Probably taking money from people who want to take photos with them. There's a nut stand. Everybody always mentions Bob, so okay, who's Bob? And why does everybody know Bob? Who's Bob? Is Bob someone else who does English classes or what? All right, I'm gonna cross here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bob is from Canada. Oh, cool. Canada, I've heard of it. Canada, I've heard of it. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, the Times Square is that way, but before we go over there, I'm going to find the Christmas tree of Rockefeller Center. That's my next thing. And then we're gonna go to Times Square. So let me go back to Lolly's question here. I don't want to miss it. To struggle, to strive, and to endeavor. Okay. Now, endeavor to do something is super formal. Oh, wow. A super chat from Lolly Lolly. Now I have to answer your question. I'm going to try even harder. Thank you. Thank you so much. How about that, guys? Super chats. I'll try extra hard to answer your questions. Okay. To endeavor to do something is usually a very serious undertaking and something that we work really hard on and something that we talk formally about, right? So if we're speaking kind of formally about what we're trying to do, then we say, I'm endeavoring to do this. But I would say it's pretty rare to say it. I almost never say endeavor. I will more often use endeavor as a noun. So for example, I might say something like, building a YouTube channel is a very serious endeavor. It's kind of like a project that you are always working toward, a project that you're working on and trying to build, right? It's a serious endeavor. So I usually use endeavor as a noun, and I think people more often use it as a noun. It is still pretty formal, and you can use it as a verb, but again, it sounds very formal. Okay, now what about the others, which are strive and struggle? Okay, now strive is a very positive word. To strive towards something is similar to endeavor. It means to work towards something, to move towards something. It suggests that it's hard work, right? You're really pushing toward that. For example, I might say, I'm really striving to make the best videos that I can make. My last video that I posted about how to invite someone is an example. I'm really striving to make videos that are useful to people's everyday lives. Striving to make videos that are useful to people's everyday lives. Okay, now does that mean that I succeeded? No. When we use the word strive, we're talking about our intention, our goal, our aim. It's not that formal. It can be used formally or casually. It just means this is what I'm working toward, this is what I'm trying to do, and maybe I succeeded, maybe I didn't succeed, but that's what I'm going for. Okay, now struggle to do something can be used in many different ways. Because struggle is such a general word. So if you struggle to do something, it could mean that it's really hard for you and you really can't do it, right? I'm struggling to find a Christmas tree. We're looking for the Christmas tree. I'm really struggling to find the Christmas tree. That means I can't find it. It's hard to find it. I'm really struggling here, guys. Struggling. Okay. Oh, but I did find the Lego store. Great. But if we struggle to do something, that means we are moving toward it, but it's hard, and we're focusing on the difficulty, not the goal, right? So for striving, we're talking about the goal and the intention. For endeavor, we talk about the goal and the intention. For struggle, we focus on the fact that it's hard, the fact that it's a challenge, the fact that it's not easy to do. All right, guys, I found the tree. There are so many people here. It's ridiculous. Tons of people here. But I did find the tree. You guys ready to see it? It looks like this tree is not just put up here. It looks like they planted it here. It's huge. It's giant. It's got a lot of lights and a star. What if we just do this? What if I just look at it and you try to imagine what it looks like as I look at it? Wow. All right, let's go. Let's leave. No, I'll show you. Ready? Here it is. There's the tree in Rockefeller Center. It's gigantic. It looks like... Do I use a real tree? If I get a tree, I usually get a real tree. Yeah, I like to get a real tree because I like the smell. It smells nice. I don't like fake trees. This is most definitely a real tree. And you're welcome, Lolly. I'm going to see if I can get closer. Try to get closer to the tree. I can get under it. There's so many people here.
Yeah, we just get right on it. Walk past the guy.
Let's try to get through this crowd of people here.
See it? I don't know where
Everybody's taking pictures. Alright. Not easy. Someone's eating ice cream. That's insane. Okay, keep going here. Right, gets to... Alright, now we're under the tree. What are these people busy at? I think everyone's just here, honestly, to see this tree. This is the tree at Rockefeller Center. Now you can see it's definitely a real tree, right? That's totally real. And it's really big. I mean, look how big it is. It's huge. Wow. So these people are all here, I think. All of these people are here to see this giant tree. And I guess I'm here to see it too. But I'll be totally honest with you guys. If it weren't for this live stream, I wouldn't come to see the tree. I came to see it so I could show you guys. Just for you guys. And for Lolly Super Chat. It made it all worthwhile. Guys, Super Chats, why not? And also another thing you can do here, and I don't think I can get close enough to see it, but I should be able to lift my camera high enough to see it. There are people here ice skating. There's an ice skating rink here. Hello, Ika. I will be there in the new year. Oh, really? Okay, well, we can see it early. We'll see. We're going to go over to Times Square, Eka, and we're going to see the ball. Okay, here. I can't. It's fun, right? Looks cool. The advantage of having a selfie stick is that I can see what I actually can't see with my eyes. Hey guys, all right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Times Square. That's what we're really here for. Don't forget to have a coffee, Luke. Yeah, if I'm here, because I'm going to Bali, actually, next week. So I might not be in New York. I'm planning on doing a live stream from Bali. We'll see. Luke, do I like ice skates? I don't know. I can a little bit, but I don't know how much I like it. It's all right.
I want to go by radio.
By the way, guys, don't forget to give the video a like. That really helps out. A thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my courses. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, I'm going to Bali in Indonesia next week. I'm excited. So that's it. Anything else you guys want to see? We could check out, there's a church over here. Let's just quickly check out the church because it's a very famous church. And then we'll go to Times Square, okay? We've got time. Go to the church. We go to the church, and then we're gonna go check out Times Square. What's the difference between negotiate and haggle? That's a good question too. So negotiate is kind of more serious. To negotiate something might be about a deal between two countries, right? Like the United States and China are negotiating trade deals. And maybe a husband and a wife are negotiating. They have two different opinions about how to raise their children, so they might negotiate about that. Now you could also say, we're trying to negotiate the price, to get the price down. I don't want to pay that much. But often instead of using the word negotiate for the process of getting a cheaper price at some kind of store, then we use the word haggle. So negotiate is kind of a bigger word, a broader word, and haggle is just about getting a better price, paying less, trying to pay less for something, or trying to get someone else to maybe, well, no, sorry, it's just about trying to get a better price, to pay less with a seller. So it's a little more specific. It's a good question. It's a very good question. As I was saying, guys, if you haven't already, check out my courses in the links in the description. I posted a course a month ago. That course, that's a cute dog. Haggle is the same as bargain. Yeah, to bargain to haggle. Yeah, same thing.
Let's go to the church and then we'll do that.
All right. Yeah, so I posted this course a month ago and it's already really popular. Already, there have been 100 reviews. Not 100 students, over 1,000 students and over 100 reviews, which I've never seen before that fast. So it's doing really well. If you guys want a discount, you can click on the link in the description and check out the course. It's a 15-hour course. I spent a long time working on it. And if you guys check it out, I think you'll enjoy it. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. And since Lolly Lolly started the party, if you guys have a question you want me to answer right away, that'd be very serious. A super chat. This is, what is the name of this cathedral? I forget. Oh, St. Patrick's is right. Yeah, St. Patrick's. This is St. Patrick's Cathedral. And I don't know if I can go inside. I might be able to. I can see. They might make me pay, but I'll just check it out. And this is a very famous cathedral. This is probably the most famous cathedral in the United States. And inside it is absolutely huge. Really beautiful. St. Patrick's Cathedral on 5th Avenue. Shout out to Brazil. Hey Brazil, what's up? If you guys see that building there? That building? That, right there. Can anybody guess what that building is? Anybody guess what that building is? What time is it? It is, let me see, 2:53. Who can guess what this is? No? Nobody? Nobody? All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to enter the cathedral. I'm going to see if I can enter. Then we're going to go down there, and we're going to go to Times Square. Bargain people use for bigger amount of money. So bargain is used in so many different ways. Haggle is specifically to try to get a lower price, to negotiate. Why don't we make it a challenge? All right? If within 5 minutes, one person can guess what that building I showed was, I'll show it one more time. I will give you, one person, only the first person, free access to my latest 15-hour course. I didn't plan to do this, but just for fun, all right? I never give away free coupons, but I just want to see if somebody can get it. I'll show it one more time. The person who can research it and figure it out gets free access. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's it. Within 5 minutes, it is now 2:55, so set a 5-minute timer. Set a 5-minute timer on my watch. All right, so in 5 minutes, if someone guesses the building, each person gets only one guess. So if you can't guess 1,000 things, one guess. And I will give one person free access to my full 15-hour course. All right. How do I get across here? Oh, who said it first? Who said it first? Who said it first? Igor. Igor, I see, said it first. Trump Tower. It's not Trump Building, it's Trump Tower. All right, Igor. Contact me after. I will give you the discount. Give you the coupon. Happy Hanukkah. I think the police have to let us across. Congratulations to Igor. I may never do that again. I just did it on impulse. Guys. All right, here we go. We're crossing. Very crazy day. Maybe we'll do one of those each live stream. A chance to win access to one of the courses if you want it. Maybe we'll do one of them each live stream.
And then he said nothing.
You went to Times Square many times? Xiaoli, do you live in New York City? Because a lot of New Yorkers don't like to go to Times Square. Yeah, Igor got it. I might do one in the next live stream. Might be cool to do a giveaway each live stream. One giveaway, one course. I like that idea. All right. Going in. Here we go. Going in. It's so crowded. Igor, I think probably best just to message me on Facebook. If you have, just add the Cloud English Facebook and send me a message. That's probably the best thing to do. I will give you a special coupon, 100% off, just for you, buddy. Oh, you already have your course. Oh, wow, Igor already has it. And you decided to gift it to Lolly Lolly? Wow, Igor, that's so kind. Why have you decided to do such a nice thing for Lolly Lolly? Oh, Christmas gift. Wow. Well, I'm just saying which order it showed up. So I saw Igor's message first, and so that's why I said Igor wins. I don't know if they're gonna let me in with the camera guys, but we'll see. We'll see. They might send me away. So Lolly Lolly, I guess Igor has decided to give it to you. So Lolly, just send me a message on Facebook. All right, let's see if we can get in here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. No hats? Okay. All right. Okay. Candles here. Wow, look at that. It's huge. Sorry, Mom, maybe next time.
Is she still fixing
Maybe
it?
next time, man. Can't afford to give the course away to everybody, and one each time is okay. Candle offering. Wow. Bad hair day. I think we can go to the front. Guys, if you just joined, we're today in Manhattan. If I haven't answered any questions, let me know, guys. If I've missed any questions, let me know. There was a while there where I wasn't checking the chat because I was trying to figure out where I was. And we're in St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan on Fifth Avenue near Trump Tower. And this is a Catholic cathedral. Very, very famous, very beautiful. I'm not personally Catholic, but I still think it looks cool. And then we're going to go to Times Square next, and we're going to look at the where the ball drop is going to happen. Okay? You quit? Oh no, that's so sad, Ma. I'm sorry. Rules is rules, man. So sorry. Next time. Maybe next time. All right, I'm gonna turn it around. There's a Christmas tree here as well. Whoa. I don't know what that is. I think that's Mother Teresa. You guys know Mother Teresa? Yeah, that's Mother Teresa. Yeah. That is definitely Mother Teresa. Cool. All right, we'll go up to the front and then we'll go out. It's very crowded in here. Crazy. So these are metal, plastic. Hey, Harper. Yeah, long time no see indeed. It has been a while. Looks like there's a special room, I guess, for people maybe who want a quiet space. Yeah, same here. I don't really believe either, but I think I like to go to churches and temples and places like that. Very interesting. I like the ceilings especially. Pretty amazing. Israel. So I'm actually working on some more videos about learning from TV shows and movies. I might do another Rick and Morty one, but I have one coming out about Batman, Dark Knight, and some others as well. So you can see those coming out in the next couple of months, next weeks and months. So what's the difference between worship and pray? That's a really good question. So worship is a more general word. It's a kind of abstract action that is, I think, showing your heart and your thoughts somehow related to whatever you believe. So a Buddhist or a Christian generally will worship their God or whatever they believe, and it's a very general action. It's not some specific thing that you do, but maybe many different things that you do that might all be considered worshiping. So all of these people could be considered to be, I think, worshiping in some way, generally. But pray is a very specific action. Pray is when you have a certain group of words that you say. There's a famous, in the Catholic religion, there's a famous prayer called the Hail Mary and the Our Father, right? And those, you have to say specific words. You have to say them exactly as is. That's a prayer. Well, this is the organ. That's really cool. These are the big organ pipes. If you come here during a certain time, during the Mass, then someone will be playing that, and it's very loud. Very beautiful. So prayer is more specific. Sometimes people would pray. That's a certain activity where we would say in your mind sort of either speak to God or speak to whatever you believe in with words, with your eyes closed. Often people do that before they go to bed, or when I grew up, before we ate a meal, we used to do that. I grew up in a Christian family, so before eating a meal, we would pray. We wouldn't say we would worship before a meal. Just pray. Does that make sense? All right. We're leaving. Put my hat back on because it's disrespectful to wear a hat in a church. Now I know. Now I know. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And of course, different religions are different, but you can still use those words. In Judaism, you can use the word pray, and you can use the word worship. In Buddhism, you can use the word worship. Although Buddhism, I don't think you'd use the word pray if you're a Buddhist. And I think for Islam, you could use both worship and pray. I'm gonna put my hat back on. It's pretty cold. All right, guys. All right. Here we go. Did I miss any other questions? Again, sometimes I'm not seeing things just because there's so many people. I'm also trying not to run into people, you know, with my body. Are you going back home for Christmas? No, I'm gonna be, guys, this is so sad. So my wife, I live here in New York. So I live actually in the Trump Tower. I live on the top floor of Trump Tower. And oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Yarmila. My wife is going back to China during the Christmas holiday because she has a vacation time that she can use. So she's going back to China, but I'm not going back to China with her. She's going back to visit her parents by herself, and then I'm gonna meet her in Bali, Indonesia. And I'll be there for maybe a week, probably about a week. I'm going to the Philippines and Indonesia. What the heck is this? Oh, Saks, big shopping center. And so many people, it's insane. So I'm gonna be home by myself during Christmas. Isn't that sad, guys? Isn't that sad? I'm gonna be all by myself at home, nobody to spend Christmas with. So sad. This is Rockefeller Center again. This is where they film it. There it is. And there's the giant Crispy there. And now we're on the other side. See? Big Christmas tree. Rockefeller Center. Oh, and there's Jimmy Fallon there at the top. See there? Jimmy Fallon. Right there at the top. Amazing. How do I zoom out? Oh. All right. Does your wife suffer from homesickness? No. She has to go back as an obligation. She's not the type of person to have homesickness. What's special about Rockefeller Center besides the tree? Well, as I said, Rockefeller Center is where most of the, if you watch any shows on NBC, a lot of the NBC shows are filmed there, including Saturday Night Live and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Most of the news shows, the MSNBC news shows are filmed there. So most of the NBC shows are filmed there, and then the Fox shows are filmed in the building beside that, Fox News shows. Bali, wow, I'd like to visit it in the future. My choir colleague's daughter is in Bali right now, instead of cold Europe. Yeah, it's a nice place. It's cool. I've been there once before. It's interesting. All right, so now we're headed to Peace from Algeria. Hey, thanks. Peace from New York. Piece of cake from New York. God, the amount of people. I know, it's so crowded. It's not usually like this, guys, in Manhattan. It's usually not exactly quiet, but it's, you know, you can walk. And now I'm having to be careful about where I'm walking, where I'm putting my feet. It's ridiculous. And we're on 48th Street now. Times Square starts in one street. I'm realizing that I'm on the wrong... I need to go over one street that way, and then we'll be on the wrong one. Luke, I'm enjoying watching the place more than asking you questions. LOL. Whatever. That's fine. You know what I noticed? Apparently, the easiest type of question to ask, because when I say, okay guys, I'm here to answer your questions, culture questions, Christmas questions, New Year's questions, pronunciation questions, whatever. Words, phrases. You know what? Everybody asks, what's the difference between and which is fine, I guess. But everybody wants to know. I think because it's just so easy to decide to say the difference between two things, right? But that's by far the most common type of question. What's the difference between A and B? How far is Trump Tower? Probably about, if I were to walk quickly, about 5 minutes away. Probably about 5 minutes to get there, where I live. Do I know Algeria? I don't know too much about Algeria. I would like to learn more. Is there some Christmas tree in New York? Oh, do you mean buy? What to buy? So there are many small markets where you can buy both real and fake Christmas trees. This time of year you can find many special areas where you can get a real Christmas tree, a small real Christmas tree for maybe $50 or $60, and then you take it into your home and you decorate it. I did that last year, but because my wife will be gone, we decided not to get a Christmas tree this year at all. So that's that. That is that. But other types of questions, guys, just to give you sort of a strategy for question asking, because I really care about how questions are asked. Oh, it's the Nintendo store. So the way that we ask questions, I think, matters. There's Mario. It's the Nintendo store. I've never been into the Nintendo store. Maybe I can go in there really quick. Oh no, there's a long line. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is all a long line to get into the Nintendo store. Crazy. Cool. Yeah, so the way to find a question is to, when you are trying to express yourself in your daily life and you find yourself coming up against something that you feel insecure about, uncertain about, uncomfortable with. You're not confident to say this because you're not sure of the pronunciation, or you said a word and you think it might be the wrong word. The best thing to do is have a little book with you, or you keep notes on your phone and write it down. And then after you write it down, you'll have it in your mind, thinking about it. And then when you have a chance to ask somebody, you can say, hey, I was wondering about the correct pronunciation of the word, whatever it may be, shawarma, or usually, or whatever it may be. Or maybe it's a phrase. I heard the phrase, or I heard the idiom, or I heard the phrasal verb get by. What does that mean, to get by? And then in this kind of situation, here I am, the guy who wants to answer questions. I can answer it. So I like to keep a little book of things I wonder. And I use that way when I learn Chinese, and it helps me come up with questions when I need to ask questions, when I have the chance to ask questions. Let's see, this guy's painting. Dinesh says, how do you describe the weather that you're in? That's a good question. So I would probably describe today's weather as brisk. Brisk, B-R-I-S-K. Brisk is cold, but kind of refreshing, but not so cold that you can't feel your hands. I don't need to wear gloves, I think, because my hands are okay. So it's cold, but also kind of refreshing, and I think energizing. So that would be brisk. If another way to say it might be chilly, chilly. It's kind of chilly weather. If it's so cold that you can't feel your hands and you can't feel your mouth and your face, then you'd probably say it's freezing cold. We say freezing cold. I can't move my face. I can't move my hands. That would probably be how we would say that. Guys, again, remember, don't forget to give the video a like. Hit the like button if you have the chance. If you can find it, if you can find where it is, hit the like button. Check out the links in the description. My courses are there. Apparently, Lolly is getting a free course because she was gifted it by Igor, who narrowly beat Ma 23 in guessing Trump Tower correctly. And Ma's a little sore about it. I'm sorry about that. Oh, thanks. Much appreciated. Wow, we went up 5 likes in a minute. Fantastic. All right, now we are turning left. We're kind of back where we started originally, where the Fox News broadcasts are done. Look at that, fuel oil. The Fox building. So Times Square is over here. Yes, I think. I wonder if we can go over one more. 6th Avenue. I think we can go over one more street. Let's do that. Let's go over one more street. And then, yes, and then turn left. All right, we'll do that. It's insanely busy. It's insane. Insane. Let me see if I missed any questions. Luke, is there some one and big standing decorated Christmas tree in New York, Manhattan, as an attraction? Yes, Yarmila. I think you missed it. You'll have to go back and you'll have to watch this live stream, but that's where we were about 15 minutes ago. We went to the main Christmas tree in Manhattan, which is the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. That is the one. That is the tourist. You said which one is the tourist attraction Christmas tree? That's it. It's the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. It's a real tree. It's huge. It's got a big star on top of it. And in my opinion, it's kind of ugly. I mean, as far as nice looking trees, I think that one looks better. That's a nice looking tree. Look how well decorated it is. But that is definitely a fake tree. I mean, for sure. It's obviously fake. All right, trying to get through here. Pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry. All right, we're through. Is it in Prague? Is it this big or is it bigger, Yarmila? All right, go straight here and then we'll turn left. We'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry, I promise. I wonder if Santa Claus exists. What do you think? I think the idea of Santa Claus exists. I think many Santa Clauses exist. The Santa Clauses exist, such as in shopping centers, and we saw one a few minutes ago. Other than that, no. Real Santa Claus who lives on the North Pole and has elves as helpers and builds toys throughout the year and flies around on a sleigh behind reindeer and gives every child on Earth either a gift or a lump of coal, probably around 2.4 billion children in a 24-hour period. It is not likely. Violates the laws of physics. I have a look at your first tree first to say which one is bigger. Oh, well, you saw that small one there. And you can look at the one in Rockefeller Center. If you go back and watch a little bit, you can see that one. You can see which one is bigger. That's a fairy tale thing, Milton says. What do you think, Lolly? Do you disagree? Do you have some secret knowledge that you can share with us that would give us insights about the reality of Santa Claus? Maybe you know something that we don't know? Is that possible? Is it possible? Okay, now we're getting into Times Square. Guys, we're just about to get into Times Square, okay? Just about to be there. Now, Times Square, you don't know it, it's like the most famous thing in New York City. Probably everyone who visits as a tourist goes to Times Square. Here's my opinion. Not that interesting. Because I've been there many times, and most people who are local don't really go to Times Square very often. But there are a couple famous things that happen here. You have well-known things like the M&M store and a bunch of tourists walking around. You have Broadway shows. You believe, lolly lolly. Well, good for you. I'm happy for you. Not a believer myself. I wish I did, but unfortunately I just can't make myself do it. Broadway shows, I'm sure you've heard of that. Theater shows, musicals, things like that. They have many theaters here in Times Square, and you will see a couple of them. We'll walk by a couple of the theaters, Broadway theaters. Also, happening in 8 days. 8 days? 9 days? Whatever. This is where the big event is for the new year. On the new year, on New Year's Eve, 1 million people will be in this area, Times Square, from all over the world. And they'll have a big party, live music, all that stuff. And you'll see a ball drop from the top of a building. It is then a bunch of fireworks. The ball is here. That's where it is. And we can take a look at it and see what's going on. All right, so Broadway is one more street over. Getting close. There are some famous steps as well. So why don't we take a left here. And we are now officially, guys, in Times Square. That's where we are. Yeah, I haven't seen any baby Jesus. Yet. Not yet. Chinese dragons, that's cool. Do I like musicals? Yeah, for sure. You got to be really careful in this area because there's so many people that you don't want to get. Someone will very easily take your wallet or your phone. So you have to be very careful. Not that it's dangerous. It's not dangerous. You just have to be a little bit careful about your phone and your money, your cards. I have a special pocket in my coat. Hi there. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys want me to go check out anything particular in Times Square, I can certainly do that. For Superset. Almost there, guys. Almost there. There are also some famous red steps here. Lucas, I notice you haven't bought anything. You're just moving us around. All right, what do you want me to buy? Dinesh? Things in Times Square are like 10 times more expensive than any other place in New York. But if you really want me to buy something, I will. Just gotta tell me what I have to buy, and then I'll buy it. No, I can't. I'm not gonna commit to that. Depends on what it is. Give me a super chat for the same amount. How about that? My hands are getting a little bit cold. All right, so here are the steps, and these are all of the big screens in Times Square. A lot of giant screens, a bunch of tourists. M&M store is over there. M&M store. See the M&M store there? That's where the M&M store is. Okay, and I actually have one friend who works here. He's called the Naked Cowboy. He's my friend, actually. He is naked most of the time, and he plays guitar. He plays guitar in Times Square, and he wears a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and otherwise he just has underwear on. And he's called the Naked Cowboy. And yeah, we stay in touch. He's a cool guy, actually. So we'll see if he's here. Say hi to him. Visiting New York is on your bucket list, Lolly. Well, let me know when you're here. Let's definitely hang out. Hey, hey. By the way, you guys, I will ask questions to people. If you have questions you'd like me to ask to strangers here, give me a super chat with your question, as long as it's a reasonable question, and I will ask people your question. If you're curious about something cultural, if you want to know something about what people think about visiting here, I will ask. Just send a super chat and I will ask your question. How about that? All right? Deal? Deal? All right, let's check out what's going on here. They're shooting an album cover. I don't know what's going on here. Cool. Always 1,000 things happening here. 1,000 things. Advertisements for hair advertisements. Let's see. TV show, looks like. Advertisements. Coca-Cola. Broadway show. That's a Broadway show. Musical. Someone asked if I like musicals. I do like musicals. Oh, robots. Spider-Man. Deadpool. Bumblebee. Elmo. Another Deadpool. Another Elmo. Another Elmo. Oh my God. How many Elmos are there? Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse. Mostly Spider-Man and Elmos. Minnie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. Guys, there are 8 minis here. 8 of them. It's crazy. And it looks like there are about 5 Elmos. 5 Elmos. Insane. The Transformer. Looks fun. Bumblebee. Bumblebee is here. Okay. It must be profitable to be a Minnie Mouse. I mean, seems like that's the way to do it. Minnie Mouse is the way to go. See if I can find the Naked Cowboy, though. That would be awesome if I can meet my friend here. I haven't seen him in quite a while, actually. All right. Let's go over to where the ball is. I said we're going to go to the ball. Let's go to the ball.
No, just the video.
Now we're on Broadway. So this is Broadway. Broadway is, if you look at a map of New York City, one thing that's kind of unique about Broadway is the name of a road. So when you hear Broadway shows, what you're actually talking about is the theaters are on the street of Broadway. That's where the theaters are. The theaters are on that street. So it's called a Broadway show. So the theaters are on the street. Oh my God. I gotta be careful now because as you get closer, there are more naked people. So she's not naked, so that's okay. Interesting. Statue of Liberty's here. Oh, there's a pack of cigarettes. There's a pack of cigarettes at the back of the Statue of Liberty's head. Oh, no thanks, no thanks. I'm good. I don't want it. See? Pack of cigarettes on the back of the Statue of Liberty's head. That is funny. That is very funny. Statue of Liberty smokes, guys. The Statue of Liberty is a smoker. Amazing. Somebody take a screenshot, quick. That's funny.
Hello.
Sorry about the super zoom. Wow. Interesting hairstyle. Cool. Very cool. I do understand, yeah, smokers are everywhere, including the Statue of Liberty. America herself smokes. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, I do understand why people come here, because you see things here that you won't see anywhere else. Those crazy ladies with dreadlocks and a guitar, giant robots. Yeah, it's definitely unique. It's a unique place for sure. But it goes on for a while, so we're gonna keep going. Again, if you guys just joined us, we are in Times Square. Make sure you give the video a like. If you have any questions, English questions, I'm also answering English questions. Happy to do that. Pronunciation, culture, Christmas related, words and phrases, grammar, whatever. Show us more naked people, says Milton. I think YouTube will not like that so much, so I'm not going to do that. But how much does a pack of cigarettes cost? I don't know. Maybe I don't smoke, so maybe $10. I think they're pretty expensive. I guess 10. I've heard that they're more expensive in New York because they raise the taxes to make them extra expensive. So I think maybe $10 or $11, something like that. How many degrees Celsius is it? Let me check, because I don't know Celsius very well. What is the temperature in Celsius?
7 degrees Celsius.
7 degrees Celsius. 45 degrees Fahrenheit. 7 degrees Celsius. So it's not, I mean, it's not that cold. It's cold, but it's not ridiculous, and I'm not uncomfortable. Broadway. People are posing next to this sign. Everyone's here advertising things. This is a main area for advertisements, and a great place to suck money out of people. This is the place where money gets extracted from people, for sure. Oh, there's a Santa Claus. Look, lolly lolly. There's your guy. Right there, that's the one and only Santa Claus. There he is. The one and only Santa is here. That's the real Santa. Amazing. I guess this is from the Lion King play. That's cool. Oh, these are mannequins from different Broadway plays. So these are from Wicked. It's another famous show. Some more big people over here. Let's see what's going on. Giant bear, a very scary polar bear. Thanos, not a very realistic Thanos. Yikes! That guy needs to work on his Thanos suit. He needs some work. He could do a lot better for sure. The $5 Thanos. And there's a $5 Iron Man. The Iron Man is not too bad. A little bit better. The Hulk is here. You wish there's a Baby Yoda? Don't worry, if there's a Baby Yoda, I will steal it. I will take it. I will take the Baby Yoda. Batman. Of course Batman is here. Gotta have a Batman. Alright. What else do we got going on here? All right, this is getting close to the end, and we can see the ball, where the ball is going to drop in just a second as soon as I cross the street. If I can cross the street. Yeah, I think I can. Be careful. All right. A lot of Instagrammers also here. Lots and lots of Instagrammers. Guys, have I missed any questions? Have I missed any of your questions that I didn't answer? Maybe I forgot to answer it, or I didn't see it, or whatever. All right, so check that out. There it is. Do you think Donald Trump will remain in the second term? Yeah, probably. He probably will. It's something for you, Luke. I mean, as you love science movies. Yes. All right, so that is the ball. So the ball will go to the top of that pole, and then will drop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when it drops to the bottom, where it is now, then you'll see a bunch of fireworks, and that will not say 2019, that will say 2020. So that's where everyone will be sort of filling this area. Everybody will be. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, so the impeachment question, I don't think, from what I can tell, and I'm not a Donald Trump supporter, but from what I can tell, most people don't really care about the impeachment stuff, because it's not very clear exactly what they're using to impeach him. So it's not super clear. They've impeached him in what's called the House of Representatives, and next it has to go to the Senate. But the problem is that the Senate is mostly the people on Donald Trump's side, and so it's not possible for him to actually be completely impeached. You have to vote to impeach in both sides, in the House first and then in the Senate. And so far, they've impeached him in the House, but that's because there are more people on the other side, Democrats, in the House. And now that it's going to the Senate, there are more Republicans, people on Donald Trump's side. It's pretty much impossible that he would actually be impeached. And some say that if they do vote to impeach him and it fails, which it will, then of course it will fail because they don't have enough votes, then he can say, I didn't get impeached, I'm innocent. And everyone will support him, and then he will have more supporters and he will be more likely to win. I don't know if that's true. It's possible. I think he has a good chance of being president for 4 more years, but I kind of hope not. The person I support is Bernie Sanders. I like Bernie Sanders. I hope that Bernie Sanders becomes president, but I don't know if it will happen.
Oh no.
Just my personal opinion about that. All right, we've reached the end of Times Square, guys. We're doing a dancing thing here. Dancing show. If you guys are interested in how politics in the U.S. works, how the president is elected, how Congress works, and voting happens, we could maybe do another live stream about that sometime. That might be cool. Another time. I think that would be interesting. But I think for now, since we've reached the end, if you guys don't have any other questions, then we'll probably call it a day. Call it a day means stop for today. There is one more thing I did want to mention though, Yeah, we can do a politics one because I'm interested in politics and I like to talk about it. Because a lot of people are walking up to you in the street, especially in Times Square, and asking you if you want to buy something or take something or donate something or see a show or whatever. What do you say? How do you say no? Well, if someone walks up to me in Times Square and asks me something, I often do just say no because I think it's a little rude to walk up to someone and say, hey, you want to go see a show? It's a little rude. So I often just say, no thanks. So you can just say no thanks, that's fine. But if you want to say it a different way, you can say, I'm good, or I'm okay, or I'm good. I'm good and I'm okay is a little bit softer. It's kind of a softer way to say no thanks. No is very direct, no thanks is a little more polite, and I'm good and I'm okay are a little bit even more less direct. More or less? What did I just say? And then you could say thanks anyway. Thanks anyway means no, right? Thanks anyway. Thanks anyway. Thanks anyway means no, but it's polite. Okay, so those are ways you can refuse people. You could also say, get away from me, but that's certainly rude. All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab a coffee and meet my wife, who is doing some shopping. But thanks for joining today. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. One last chance. I'd appreciate if you guys could hit the like button. And if you haven't already checked out my courses, make sure you check those out. Full courses on different things like pronunciation and grammar, how to think in English, and a bunch of other topics, expressions, idioms. I think right now I have 11 different courses. Lolly. If you want to get your free course, get in touch with me on Facebook. Send me a message, please, and I can give you that. And let's see, what else? I might be starting in the new year, I'm going to be trying to do more live streams, two different styles. This style, going somewhere interesting, checking out a cool place, and then the other style, which is maybe in my studio, more of serious topics, English learning, less just walking around randomly. Oh, now people are taking pictures of me like I'm a tourist attraction, the guy with the selfie camera. More about specific topics, things like that, but probably won't start until early next year. So, guys, thanks again for joining. Oh no, I thought he was going to jump over everybody. Crazy. All right, guys, see you next time. Thanks for the super chat.
No one actually.
Bye, guys. Let me know where you want to go next. I don't know. Well, next weekend will I be here? I might be in the Philippines. We'll see. See you guys.